The world's great scriptures speak with one voice. Justice is a divine imperative. In the Torah, prophets demand justice. Let justice roll down like waters, Amos commands. In the Gospels, Jesus stands with the marginalized, reminding us that how we treat the vulnerable is how we treat him. The Quran commands believers to stand firm for justice, even against themselves or their families. Justice is not an abstract ideal. It is meant to be lived. It shapes our daily interactions, our business, our parenting, and most importantly, our governance. The pursuit of justice is the pursuit of God's will on earth. It requires courage and a willingness to look beyond our own interests. We are called to create systems that protect the weak and restrain the powerful. Every political decision has a spiritual dimension. It can advance justice or deepen injustice. We cannot separate our political lives from our spiritual obligations. The call to fairness echoes through the ages, reminding us that a world without justice is estranged from God. Our deepest spiritual yearnings compel us to listen. Justice is the bedrock of a moral society. It is a balance, an equilibrium that must be maintained. When this balance is lost, suffering follows. The health of a community depends on its commitment to this sacred principle. Justice is a practical guide for daily life. It is a timeless reminder from our sacred traditions. We are tasked with building a world that reflects divine compassion. This is the difficult, essential work of faith in action. Let us answer the sacred call to justice. Leaders are held to a higher standard, a sacred trust that extends beyond those they serve. Power is a test of character, not a shield from accountability. The prophets of Israel spoke truth to power, reminding rulers their authority was granted and could be taken away. Leadership is measured not in wealth or might, but in justice and compassion. Every policy has a human face. Every decision touches lives. True leadership requires empathy and the courage to connect with the humanity of all people. Mr. President, your decisions are weighed on a different scale, not just by history, but in a spiritual realm where every intention is known. This is not a threat but a solemn reminder. The weight of your office is immense, but so is the opportunity. You can be a force for justice, a healer of divisions. Choose principle over politics. The challenge and sacred duty of leadership is to serve the common good. Politics often becomes a game, but we must never lose sight of the moral dimension. Every sanction, every action affects families and communities. Leaders must see those faces and feel that impact. This is the essence of spiritually informed governance. The world needs leaders who act with justice and compassion. Your legacy will be written in the lives you touch. Let your leadership reflect the higher accountability entrusted to you. The opportunity to do good is as great as the burden you bear. Lead with empathy, courage, and a commitment to justice. This is the true measure of leadership. The world is watching. Consider Iran. Sanctions were meant to prevent nuclear weapons, not punish the people. Now, with the threat addressed, why do sanctions remain? At what point does prevention become collective punishment? Our sacred texts warn against excessive punishment and call for mercy. Justice demands restoration once a debt is paid or a threat removed. Continuing hardship becomes vengeance, not justice. It breeds resentment and poisons relations for generations. The people of Iran deserve dignity, not endless suffering. We must reassess. Does this policy reflect our values, or has it become a tool of domination? True justice seeks reconciliation, not perpetual punishment. True justice is universal. It cannot favor one nation over another. Double standards breed cynicism and erode trust. The world sees how we treat Iran and compares it to our treatment of allies like Israel. Israel, a nuclear power outside international treaties, faces no sanctions. If our concern is nuclear proliferation, the standard must apply to all. When one nation is punished for what another is allowed, it's not justice, it's politics. This inconsistency undermines diplomacy and fuels resentment. We must call leaders back to first principles, fairness, and consistency. Mr. President, govern with an even hand. Security is built on a single standard of justice, not shifting alliances. Let us dismantle double standards. Build a foreign policy rooted in the timeless principles of justice. Only then can we claim to serve the cause of peace. This is a message of hope and a respectful appeal to conscience. The path of politics is fraught with compromise, but moments arise that demand moral clarity. The decisions you make now will shape the world for generations. Power is a tool for service, a chance to enact compassion and heal divisions. Every soul is accountable for its choices, leaders most of all. Lead from principle, not partisanship. Let fairness and compassion guide you. Choose the path that reduces suffering and promotes dignity for all. May you find wisdom, courage, and compassion in your leadership. The world is watching, and a higher authority is watching too. May your actions be a blessing to all humanity.